We all saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy. Yikes. She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
That this is the end of the Diddy story as we know it.
What is next? Is he going to be in jail in this facility until the trial begins? Is there a chance he could, get moved earlier than that?
As of this moment, as of this hour, as of today, yes. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be appealing this thing next to the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to overturn the judge's order here to try and get him actually released to his mansion.
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want it.
Rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors. Yeah, I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
Now, if the government is going to mandate that they are responsible for your well-being, they have to ensure the safety of your well-being.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes.
Katt Williams exposes why Steve Harvey must run as Diddy already sold him to feds. The showdown that shook Hollywood. 2024, the year of revelations, and no one's safe, especially not Hollywood's elite. Tonight, all eyes are on Diddy and Steve Harvey. As the headlines get wilder and detectives close in, legendary comic Katt Williams comes back swinging, putting secrets, power, and betrayal center stage. You thought this was just tabloid gossip? Think again. Grab a seat, because as Katt tells it, the skeletons in Hollywood's closet are finally tumbling out. And this time, he says, Steve Harvey has nowhere left to hide. Katt Williams, the original truth teller, returns. If you've followed the wild ride of 2024, you already know federal agents kicked down the doors at Diddy's mansions, raids, seizures, and headlines hotter than ever. But rewind a few months.
Took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
And comedian Katt Williams was already warning everyone. Big names are done for. All lies will be exposed. Where's the proof?
That he controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
Katt says he was offered millions 4 separate times to keep his mouth shut and never participate in Diddy's Anything Goes mansion parties.
All lies will be exposed, that's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Williams went on record, again and again, with claims about hidden cameras, secret tapes, and enough leverage to keep a whole catalog of stars silent, a sort of blackmail lottery run by Diddy himself. And at the center of the fallout, Steve Harvey, Family Guy, media king, comedy legend. According to Katt, Steve's been owned for years.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap.
Here's where the drama hits high alert. According to Katt Williams, Steve Harvey didn't just party with Diddy. Williams hints that Diddy has literal tapes, compromising video from those freak-off mansion parties. And that's why nobody ever hears Harvey speak a word of criticism, dissent, or truth.
And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those 2 raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named freak-offs.
Katt alleges that Harvey's submission cost more than dignity. It turned him into a puppet, a slave, as he put it. This, Williams says, explains Steve's silence as Diddy's most damaging secrets come tumbling into daylight. But that's not all. Katt claims Steve even encouraged his own stepdaughter, Lori Harvey, to date Diddy, possibly as a move to protect personal interests and to keep Diddy appeased. After all, Lori had already been linked to Diddy's own son, Justin. Why was Steve okay with all this? Katt says, for survival.
Stand-up comedian, entertainer, television host, family man. But most importantly, I happen to be a man of faith.
He's keeping his own secrets hidden, Williams suggests. Add to that, rumors about Harvey and Diddy's friendship going back to the mid-2000s, joint business ventures, and family dinners that now look awkward. There are the some crossing the lines, the parties, the tapes, and the rumors. Here's what people and feds are digging into. Diddy's mansion parties weren't just wild. They were said to be arenas for blackmail. According to Katt and other insiders, guests were unknowingly filmed, sometimes under the influence, and those tapes became leverage in future negotiations. Steve Harvey, per the rumors, was just one of many.
Replete with very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras.
But the receipts don't stop there. Katt's feud with Steve Harvey is legendary, and he's never held back. Williams has accused Harvey of stealing jokes and sitcom ideas from fellow comedian Mark Curry, calling Harvey a country bumpkin and Mr. Potato Head in comedy circles. Stall tactics, shade, and old wounds all fueling the scandal. Yet the main event stays on this. If Diddy falls, who gets taken down with him? Flash to 2024. The FBI, Southern District of New York, the same unit that took down Weinstein and R. Kelly, raids Diddy's pads in Miami and LA.
And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those two raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named freak-offs.
Not only Diddy, but his sons Justin and King are detained as part of a headline-grabbing operation. Why now? According to federal leaks and Katt's warnings, mounting evidence of sex trafficking, racketeering, and illegal recordings finally forced authorities' hands. As for Steve Harvey, legal analysts say if even part of Katt's claims are proven, Harvey's reputation, fortune, and even his family legacy could hit the rocks.
Special housing unit is a 24-hour lockdown unit, which means that any movement within that unit is controlled and coordinated, and no inmate moves outside of his cell without being in full restraints, to include leg irons, handcuffs, a belly chain, and
Civil and criminal cases linked to Diddy will almost certainly pull in anyone taped, blackmailed, or directly involved in illegal activities. Remember, R. Kelly's downfall started with whispers, then tapes, then raids, and finally the law caught up. Many say Diddy's story, with alleged proof, freak-off party tapes, and a blackmail machine, mirrors that timeline. The difference: this time, Steve Harvey is in the splash zone. If convicted, Diddy faces the rest of his life behind bars. The same goes for anyone caught as a co-conspirator. It's not just a blip. If the Southern District has its way, they'll unravel the entire network, connecting every whisper and photograph into a case that Hollywood can't ignore.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail cell right.
As the feds close in, Hollywood circles tighten. Many celebrities have started deleting posts, skipping industry events, and, in some cases, fleeing the country. Veteran lawyers warn that, like in the R. Kelly and Epstein cases before, the first ones to testify stand to gain immunity, leaving the rest scrambling. Even internet sleuths are all in, dissecting every Instagram comment from Steve Harvey and Lori Harvey, and reviewing old vacation pics and stories for clues as public intrigue mounts.
That clearly there is a criminal investigation underway and that they believe that there would be evidence of crimes in one or both of these homes.
There are some problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there is enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see. These are allegations.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
Katt's call to action: will the receipts surface? Katt keeps promising he's got receipts, and he's not the only one. Rumors swirl that if tapes from Diddy's parties hit court, dozens of careers could be vaporized overnight. Katt's final word: if Steve goes down with Diddy, it's because he made a bargain years ago, and the devil always collects. The stakes rise higher, more than a celebrity feud. Is this the end for Diddy, Steve Harvey, and everyone in the circle? Or just the start of Hollywood's reckoning? 2024 was just the beginning. This isn't just a feud, it's a paradigm shift. A question of how much power, blackmail, and enablement exist behind every successful face you see on TV. What's next? More raids, more testimonies, maybe even a courtroom saga for the ages. One thing's clear, as Katt Williams said, all lies will be exposed.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Let us know what you think. Drop thoughts below, hit subscribe, smash that like, and keep following as the rabbit hole gets deeper. Truth is coming, and you won't want to miss what's next.